Hello, motivated learners. Hope you're doing good. Today, we're going to talk about system design, regards to the mobile engineering. First things first, before preparation, we need to understand the need for system designs. Why almost every company takes a system design round. So, what's the objective of system design interview? Objective is not the completion, but an evaluation of your ability to break down complex problem into small problems or manageable components. It's an evaluation of your understanding of design principles. It's an evaluation of potential of your decision making skills and potential trade offs. What and when to choose and over what. Evaluation of your communication skills. You must clearly articulate your thoughts, explain the design decisions and the choices. What should be your mindset before you go into the system design interview? In my opinion, thinking from the customer's shoes, stepping into the customer's shoes about their experience, what exactly customer is looking for, that would definitely help you in the system design interview. Also, there are some thumb rules of the system design interview. Please do not forget about these thumb rules. One, no code is expected in the system design round. It's a discussion. There is no right or wrong answer to the discussion. It is mostly situation driven, depending upon what interviewer is looking from you. How to approach the system design interviews? Number one, ask questions. Most of the times, interviewer will not give you enough information in the beginning. You must deep dive and try to understand what exactly you are asked to solve. Some examples would be any idea on the number of users? Do we need to support cache or offline mode? Do we need to support the slower mobile networks as well? And a couple of others as well. Two, plan the solution. When you're planning for a solution, you talk about, do I need to design the APIs? Do I need to design DB? Do I need to take security into consideration? And just work on that planning. If interviewer is not interested in all the approaches which you have shared above, please look forward to the hints interviewer is giving to you. He might be interested in something else which you probably have not asked so far. So try to get to this question exactly what interviewer is requesting you to solve. Now, coming to the mobile specific, right? As a mobile engineer, you shouldn't be deep diving a lot into stuff like database sharding, load balancer, server configuration, etc. However, keep in mind, mobile resources are limited. When we talk about mobile resources, what these resources are, it could be memory, it could be battery, it could be the internet traffic available over the mobile device. 4. Try to come up with the HLD, high level diagram, by giving flavor to one of the below architecture. It could be MVC, it could be MVP, it could be MVVM, or Viper, or anything else. Once you have talked about the architecture, it is very important to talk about the design patterns as well. Now, depending upon your experience, you should talk about whether you're going to use dependency injections, whether you're going to use factory, whether you're going to use observer. There are a couple others as well. Make sure the one which you are hands on, you talk about that design pattern, because there might be some questions coming back to you that why would you choose one design pattern over the another. Once you are done with the design patterns, you should talk about the UI UX architecture as well. When it comes to mobile, since the UI is limited and the memory is limited as well, right? The real estate is not that much. You might need to deep dive into table views or collection views or any other UI UX component. How those cells are being reused, how once those cells are off the screen, how memory is managed, how would you cache the data, how would you load the images asynchronously. A lot of stuff regarding these is important. Once you are through the UI UX architecture, the important thing is integration. No mobile app is complete without integration with the actual backend APIs. You need to ask, What are you going to integrate? Is it going to be REST API? Is it going to be SOAP API? How your mobile application going to talk to the backend? Would it use some sort of polling mechanism? Would it use notification? It could be the normal push notifications or the silent notifications, or it's going to be socket. So all in all, it is very important to understand how mobile interacts with a lot of stuff outside the mobile world, which is backend, which is other APIs as well. Last but not the least, make sure you talk about data storage. It could be one of the most critical piece of the interview, since mobile has got its own limitations and we need to render the data as soon as possible to the customers, to the users. Data storage or caching might be very handy. There are a lot of tools or a lot of ways in order to store the data on the mobile device. Make sure you talk about either SQLite or core data, Swift data, ReamDB, or when it comes to the encrypted data storing like keychain, credentials API. This is very important, and the pros and cons and evaluation of the right tool becomes very important. Okay, I hope this was useful. I wish all the best for your interviews